And welcome back to Ant on the Move. It's time to talk about November pass member benefits and rewards and about SeaWorld's Christmas celebration. It is finally that time of the year. So to begin with, I guess these things kind of go hand in hand. The first thing we see is that there will be a pass member exclusive Winter Wonderland on Ice show that will be the opening weekend of the season. So November 11th and 12th and 13th, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it has the show times here. So there's nothing mentioning a special reservation, just you have to be there, and once it's full, but they're only going to let pass members in. Next up is a $10 SeaWorld Bucks. Also, always fun to have that, especially around Christmas time if you want to buy a special gift or try one of the special holiday treats for the food. Will be awesome. There is going to be a pass member exclusive donut. This is not a free donut. You just have to purchase it, but it is only for pass members. And it says that the new donut is filled with, forgive my Spanish, dulce de leche, buttercream rolled in cinnamon sugar, and then topped with a caramel drizzle to make a perfect holiday treat. Sounds pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of caramel, but I know some people will love it. And this is from November 1st all the way through December 31st, which is awesome. And then there is also the Christmas exclusive pass lanyard offer. So you get 2 free additional items this time. But those are the November rewards so far. Make sure to come back to the website, look under past members here, and keep double checking because things may change. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook. You'll get some updates if there are any additional offers as well. SeaWorld's Christmas Celebration starts November 11th and runs through January 3rd. So excited. So this is the basic event information. They've got a cool little video you can watch. Same kind of as normal, talking about the show's entertainment. So let's look at what we can eat and shop first. So a little bit different this year because of this area down in here normally was the pathway where a lot of the food vendors and shops would be at. There was special music, but because of Pipeline, the new roller coaster coming and being constructed, there is not space for that this year because basically it's a sand lot right now. A lot of debris, a lot of things going on. So we can't have all the Christmas things there. There's also fewer trees. The trees are pushed more towards Bayside Stadium, the far side of the lake this time. So, they have, thankfully, things are spread out all the way around, which is good, but I think there might be a couple fewer stalls, I'm not sure, but it's all spread out a little bit more this time, rather than, being able to go to one kind of confined area and buy everything, or buy a variety of things. It's spread out a little bit more. So we have Claus cookies. These deep dish cookies look really good. We're just going to run through this quickly. The beignets are something new this year. They look pretty good. Looks like fun. They have Treat Yourself. They're supposed to be here it is, the pretzel, a special holiday pretzel. It looks like a Christmas tree. That looks really nice. The bison burger, things like that. So should be a lot of fun. Of course, the hot chocolate. Do they have any new flavors for hot chocolate? Just says your choice: peppermint, gingerbread, or toasted marshmallows. So actually a couple less, I think, this year than in the past. Let's see what else. There's some new, the beef on weck. I'm not totally sure what that is, but it should be interesting. A lot of hot chocolate places. There's the Waffle Wonderland. I think this one will be pretty big. They have a Monte Cristo, a chicken and waffle handheld, and Jolly Strips. This is bacon dipped in white chocolate and spice. I'm actually surprised they're bringing this back this year because I was so excited to get this last year, and the people who were manning the spot that had bacon were a little bit shocked because I was the only one in line getting the bacon, and so they were like, oh, cool. But I was actually surprised they brought that back. Very excited they did. They have donuts once again. These are going to be a little bit different, but this is a donut chicken sandwich, which sounds pretty good. This should be interesting. And then little winter snowballs and a happy holidays donut. Those should be fun. So there's all kinds of cool things. It'll be fun to try a bunch of different ones. There's big meals. There's grilled cheese. There's a lot of savory and sweet options. I think these deep dish cookies will be pretty interesting. It looks like it's easy to share. A change from last year is that the sample lanyard is now $55 for only 10 samples. I don't remember. Go back and watch my video from last year. I forget what the exact amount was, but this is much fewer than last year. I can't remember if it was 15, if it was 18. I forget the amount, but now for pass members, they also only get 2 free samples instead of, pretty sure it was 3 last time. But still, prices have gone up, as to be expected, and not super surprising, disappointing, but not super surprising. But this would be great. Lots of cool options. Oh, they had chili. I didn't notice the chili. Oh, that's cool. So this should be interesting to get to try a bunch of these new and fun treats that they have this year. A lot of new things. Definitely a lot of new things on the menu for this year. Under shows and entertainment, if we get there, this also is changed around a lot from last year. So here is this year's map. Now, give me a second and I'll switch over to last year's map. Alright, so here's last year's map. Sorry, I'm not sure why the video has to do that. It's causing, it's got some weird stuff going. But we still see Elmo's Christmas Wish is in the same spot. What you're going to notice is that there is no mention of Sounds of the Season. There's nothing mentioned for Nautilus Theater. This could be that they're delaying that information, but since we are less than 2 weeks away now from the opening of Christmas Celebration, it's not looking good for having something special happening in Nautilus Theater. They're still doing the ice skating at Bayside Stadium, Winter Wonderland on ice, but Santa has moved. I know, I'm trying to remember where that was. Let me close this. Santa moved over to the shopping area right in here. Still has snow flurries. They're not doing the Rudolph show inside. It's just saying that this is Sesame Street Breakfast now in Seafire. They've added, I think this is new. Let me go back to that map. Yeah, they're not saying anything about have dinner with Santa, so that's a new thing. Also for this year, it appears, the Sesame Street Christmas Parade's happening, and the Rudolph Christmas Town, which used to be over here where Pipeline is going in, has moved into Wild Arctic. So that's kind of nice. It'll be maybe enclosed. It'll be in that covered area that used to be the line for Wild Arctic, the ride, so that should be interesting. And of course, still ice skating at Bayside Stadium and Winter Wonderland on ice. But there's just, it's one thing for sure less. There's nothing being said for Nautilus Theater, which I don't know why. Is it a cost-cutting measure? Are they just not talking about it yet? But it's not mentioned. If you come down here to shows and entertainment, it is not. Oops, too slow. Sorry. It is not mentioned. It's just the fireworks, which should be awesome. Very cool show. Christmas parade. Elmo's Christmas Wish, which will be in the Seaport Theater. Snow flurries. Sea of Trees, which is always fun to watch. Public ice skating. Winter Wonderland. Rudolph. Santa. But there's nothing else. The only really big show is Winter Wonderland on ice. That's the main Christmas show draw. So what happened? We used to have the big Christmas musical show, which was awesome, even when they had to change it in 2020 because of what was happening that year. It was still a cool show. Sounds of the Season was a pretty interesting way to hear some different music throughout the park. So hopefully something's coming. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. There's tickets, some upgrades you can do. Like I said, we find those special things here. The tasting sample, public ice skating. If you're doing it online and you have a pass like I do, you can get it the gold pass. You can get it for $13.50. Dinner with Santa. There's a Christmas Celebrations VIP tour and Sesame Street Christmas Breakfast. Let's look real quick at the private tour. So this is a private tour that starts at 5 p.m. to park close. You get a festive holiday souvenir, unlimited front-of-the-line access to rides, reserved show seating, priority access to photo opportunities, dinner with Santa experience, hot chocolate souvenir, mug along with complimentary refills. But that price does start at $179, and I believe it says here there has to be a minimum of 2 guests per reservation. Now let's do a quick, let's see what the dates are. So it's $179 for all of those nights. Let's see into December if it changes. So no, it's mainly just on the weekends. During this time of year, these weeks it's not available, and it's only available through Christmas Day, and thankfully it does stay at $179. And that's for any age, whether it's adult or a child, it is $179. But that's including, you get a complimentary hot chocolate, you get dinner, you're going to have front-of-the-line access to all rides, so that is a pretty good deal. That's not bad, and that's from 5 p.m. until park close. So that is a pretty good deal if you're wanting to do a really big Christmas, Christmas thing, do kind of everything. That would work out to be pretty good. So that's Christmas at SeaWorld for 2022. I'm really hoping that they're going to surprise us with something at Nautilus Theater, but it looks like Sounds of the Season may be gone. Now, what are your opinions of Sound of the Season? The one time that I went to it, I forget which group it was, the singing wasn't bad. The singing actually was very good. It was they were trying to joke in between songs and have this like storyline that went along, and that didn't work very well. Main reason was that they weren't speaking quite loud enough, and where I was at the back of the theater, it was kind of hard to hear what they were saying. But they really, the music itself, them singing, was really nice. But it doesn't seem to be here. Also, that entertainment area around Bayside Lake. Let me try to find that again here. Let me go to the old map. So right in here, Rudolph's Christmas Village, all this area right in here, there were, again, more vendors, and there were groups that would come in and sing. There was some games, things that were happening, and that appears to be, it's definitely not in this area. I don't know if they're going to move it somewhere else. Perhaps they're going to move it over to around in front of Wild Arctic. There would be space there. But right now, the main show is Winter Wonderland on Ice, which is a great show, but you will want to arrive early, since that's going to be kind of the main show for the year. You'll want to arrive early, claim your seat, don't move, and be in as happy and jovial mood as possible, but you're going to want to arrive early for that show, for sure, this year. Alright, well, that is Christmas Celebration at SeaWorld 2022. Tell me what you think in the comments, and we will be in the park. We'll get some video, some photos, and hopefully we'll make another video about what it's like for the year 2022. But that's it for this episode of the Ant on the Move YouTube channel. See ya next week.